Yo, 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 what is going on, COD Familia? It is your boy BN, aka Mr. Kingdom Builder, and today we're going to be continuing our top 25 stats series where we pull data across a lot of kingdoms within the game, sometimes all the kingdoms, and then sometimes we'll just do a range. I believe for this data set, we went from Kingdom 1 through, I believe, 200 are within there. We'll show you in a moment. And then always have to give these disclaimers in the beginning, which is remembering that the date and time range in which we collect data was on the 18th of September, so about 2 days ago, across, I believe it was about a 2.5 hour window, where we'll go in, I'll basically go through each kingdom one by one, in this case also through the merge groups, and I'll look at the boards for the data, I'll pull it if it falls within the top 25 for that current leaderboard that we're doing. In this case, we're doing alliance merits today, so which alliances have been fighting the most, at least for this month thus far, or where they are in the season. 2, like I mentioned, the Kingdom Range will show you that in a moment. Number 3, keep in mind that the merit points will be higher and stronger after you watch this video because it's not being captured an hour before I do the upload, right? As I mentioned for the date and time. Number 4, Home Kingdom leaderboards is something I'm always advocating for. If you want to upvote that suggestion, there is a link to that in the pinned comment description down below. This is something I really truly believe in, and I hope that if they eventually add in Home Kingdom leaderboards, we'll be able to not only give you that much more accurate of stats, but I think it would also allow for a level of transparency to be provided to the community. Also, alliance cap resets. This is something I keep mentioning. I am probably going to end up doing a suggestion at some point, but I very much believe that if alliances did not hard reset the player capacities, meaning, as an example, if you had 155 players in there at 170, 155 people would have to leave, and then they have to rejoin that alliance next season once they got enough member cap spots. Instead, leave that front number of 155 the same, carrying over, and then just lower the member cap number, right? So if it goes from 40 to 80, right, you're resetting it at whatever it is, right? Because we know 40 is season 1, 80 season 2. So the alliance would be 155 over 80, right? There's no reason why players should have to be forced out of an alliance. Just let them stay in it, even if you're going to reset the tech. Next, if you want to be able to view these sheets, join the Discord. You're going to react to the Call of Dragons section, and then you can go to where it says CoD Data Stats, I believe is the channel. And a link to the Discord's in the description, pinned comment as well. And then lastly, for those of you that are interested in supporting BN beyond regular and normal means, you're more than welcome to subscribe to our Patreon. There's a link to that in the description, pinned comment as well down below. Alrighty, let's go ahead and get started here. Doing a lovely reveal. And here we go for our top 25. We're going to read this bottom up, and then we'll just talk a little bit about what we're seeing. So we got FIG Fig from Fruit Imperial Guard coming in at number 25 in our top 25 at 207 million merit points from S1-28. And bear in mind, any of the S1 kingdoms that you're seeing here, right, these are all Season 1 Plus groups, right? We just didn't add the plus in there because I'd have to figure out how to do a small plus. So number 24, TDV, the Dark Vengeance, 208 mil for their merit points, S1-34. Number 23, NN No Name, 269 million merit points, S1-34 again. Number 22, LOLs, Lords of the Light, 279 million merit points, S1-32. Number 21, DYB, Dragons Bad Boys, 280 mil, S1-28. Breaking into the top 20 at number 20, we have Dash SS2, Project X, 286 million merit points, S1-25. Then we get to number 19, B101, Behemoth Hunters, 287 million merit points, S1-27. Then we get to number 18, N1, New Wonder, 288 million merit points, S1-31. Number 17, RW02, Warriors of 102, 333 million merit points. Number 16, Chaos Reign of Chaos, 344 million merit points from S1-31. Then we got number 15, breaking into the top 15, 93 OC Organized Chaos, 346 million merit points, S1-25. Number 14, EXP X Parvis Magna. Someone will have to let me know what that means. 348 million merit points, S1-25. Number 13, DYB, Dragon Bad Boys. I'm imagining the less cooler version of the Bad Boys because we like the Z compared to the S, just personal preference. 360 million merit points. S1-28. Then we get to number 12, EX Exile, 366 million merit points, S1-28. Number 11, GXS Ghost Savages, 379 million merit points from S1-25. Breaking into our top 10 at number 10, Squiggly ROG, the Ronin Guard, 381 million merit points, S1-30. Number 9, Dark with lowercase k. I see what you guys did there, whatever that means. The Dark, 386 million merit points, S1-32. Number 8, RE-S Resurgence, 388 million merit points, S1-25. Number 7, Uwu Von Gola Family. Just felt like saying it like that. It just felt right. 397 million merit points, S1-28. I want to say Ohio for some reason, but O-I. We'll say O-I. 100 Immortal, 463 million merit points, S1-27. Finally, our top 5. At number 5, 9 Squiggly TR Team Rocket. Gotta catch him. Oh. 485 million merit points, S1-30. Number 4, ETS, Phone Home. The Eternals, 510 million merit points, S1-29. Number 3, 11A, 524 million merit points, S1-31. Number 2, -LV Legio VI Vitrix, or 6 Vitrix, 525 million merit points, S1-26. And then the number 1 alliance that has been fighting the most thus far is BTR Bidgetron? Biztron, we'll go with maybe one of those. Let me know in the comments. 646 million merit points, S1-29. Now, should also be noted that keep in mind these alliances are at different points in their seasons. So, and this is just the top alliance based on what they scored. You could see even last time, the points are not that far off, right? Even when we got the alliances here that were close to the end, it is very close, right? These were S1 plus kingdoms that ended up going into season 2. These were the other S1 plus kingdoms. Even if you look at before, right, it isn't as though the numbers are that far off, right? So the numbers here are actually better than 2 months ago. But when you're looking at compared to last month, right, a little bit of a drop. But like I said, take this with a grain of salt, because it also depends, like we talk about, right, at how far along are those alliances and kingdoms, or alliances, how far along are those alliances in their kingdoms based on the season point, right? So are they 30 days in, 60 days in, 90 days in? That will matter, along with other intangibles, such as how much fighting is actually happening in there or not, who's unified, who's not, who's stirring up the drama or the PvP pot, if you will. However, this go around, right, I think the numbers are still in line. Again, you are down about 96 mil from last time where we had 666 to 303, but at the top end, you're still pretty close, right? You're about, 40, 39, 38 mil points away from the top. So, again, the gap isn't too wider, but it's more extended or lessened at the lower end if you're comparing this month to last month. But still nice. I mean, I think if anything, what we can really extrapolate from here is it's showing there's still a lot of fighting that's happening. And a lot of the top alliances are still fighting about as much as they did last month compared to this month, even if it feels like it is a little bit less. But that just means that there is still good activity within those kingdoms. So if you're interested in going to check those kingdoms out, or merge groups to check out the fighting, one of the things I do wish that they would do, and I loved about S1 Plus, which we'll talk about in a later video, is I loved how they cleared fog for you in S1 Plus. Now going into Season 2, I'm really not that excited about the fog being cleared. Personally, I'd love if they cleared fog earlier rather than later, right? My view on it is, one, they should just, pretty simple for me. If you don't want to clear fog, there should be an option to clear fog immediately, but you just don't get rewards. You just can't search any of the rewards. Or you keep the fog intact, but you are then also able to get the rewards, or you can get the rewards in that case if you want to do that. So that to me seems like those should be the two options there. But then you should also allow for the fog to be cleared throughout the entire kingdom a lot earlier, instead of the 6th to last Augerstone chapter of Lightbearer, right? That's been pretty consistent thus far, if it is still the case in Season 2. I'm sure it's around there, if not is. So that's something, just a side note, because again, I'd love to cover fights and wars, essentially, but it's hard when you have to go into Kingdom and basically clear all the fog out. I can't see anything, right? It's interesting because if you look at how Rock did it, they never used to have fog in their merge KVKs. I can understand you doing it in Season 1. I get that, because that's consistent. That's the same as it is when you play in Rock. But to me, I just don't understand. Like, you're just losing out on such a big opportunity for people to go out there like myself and others to cover war content. Like, I love to go and watch some fights, but it's difficult when the only options I really have, and I understand I'm going off on a little bit of a tangent rant here, so bear with me, it's difficult because I can really only go and look at fights in the merge kingdom that I'm in right now, and then the one that I have my kind of X main level to count in. So, but then I also have to be able to be on during the times when those things are happening, right? Which obviously they'll happen more later on in the season compared to now, but it is something that I'd love to be able to do more of. So anyways, maybe we'll put that suggestion out into the ether eventually. With that being said, though, that's it. I'd love to know your guys' thoughts. Let me know in the comments down below. That is going to do it for your boy. As always, until next time, I will catch you later.